What's up guys, Matt here, More Projects, and Maxpeedingrods just hooked me up with another set of their coilovers. This time it is their new racing series. We're planning on probably putting it on the Integra back here. I might actually install it on the Civic hatch that y'all have seen on the channel. That sits over here, the little 91 Civic. All right, so I've already unwrapped them. But you get 4 coilovers and you get all of their installation accessories to make them fit on your ride. So this is the first look. I've already taken them out of the packaging just to save some time. But I really like how they did the new style. The black and gray, I like the way that looks. They've got a new logo on the top. They've already done a nice job on all of their finishes. So compared to the first set that they've given me for the Integra that I had on here for the past almost 2 years now, I can already tell that the overall finish of them is a lot nicer. The threads, everything still looks about the same. They did make a full boot, it looks like, for the dust boot instead of like a half boot. So I already see that is upgraded. Once I get these installed, we'll see how they compare, but this is a very stiff spring on these. These are 11 kilograms on the fronts and 7 kilograms on the rear versus 8 kilograms on the front and 5 kilograms on the rear. So this will be significantly stiffer than the other set, but luckily with this adjustable dampening they have, you can soften and tighten up the ride on the fly. And so that has 24 levels of adjustment, just like their other series that I have. This one has a lot nicer of a click to it versus the ones that are on the car right now. The one thing that I definitely noticed that's different, which I'm excited to try out, is these new pillow ball upper bearings for the upper front mounts. Now it's only on the fronts, but that is made for your steering feel, so it'll handle a lot better with the steering, and I'm excited to check it out. I want to take one apart to see how it looks, but I hope that wouldn't mess up anything by doing so. Now I've already screwed these all the way in to see how low it can go and how far out you can go without messing anything up. So if you notice right here, that comes all the way off, and it's only threaded partially, but that's because this will bottom out down in here. And so where they have it where the threads stop is where it's gonna stop right here. So that's at the 3-inch lowered setting. And from what I can tell on here, if you look, there is one thread missing, and it's like that on all of them. So I'm going to assume that this is your lowest setting that you can go to. So if I were to, or excuse me, this is your highest setting. So if I were to probably adjust that up to there, and then lock this bottom collar right here, then I would say that's probably going to be the highest setting, which looks like about 2 inches difference. So that looks like that should be about right. Now, this is their new spanner wrenches they came out with. It's got a little bit different curvature, and I'm going to say that the lock rings are a little bit different than what the previous models were. In the box, they give you some installation instructions that gives you, you know, an idea of how to set your springs, how to adjust it, the damper settings if you turn it clockwise. It says on here, suggestion 0 to 16 will be more comfortable for daily street use, and then 16 to 24 on the hard setting will be good for occasional track or highway use. It all depends on how you feel with it. But it's got some detailed instructions, and then they also send you a book that's about them, and it tells you, you know, that they make all kinds of stuff. They make some, like, let's see here, since 2006, they have a good expanded history focusing on their performance. Now they have branches all over the world, and they have been sponsoring some people that are out there actually racing and doing stuff more than just daily driving, and doing really well for themselves. They making connecting rods, coilovers, obviously. They make control arms, air suspension, pumps, generators now. I mean, they're making all kinds of cool stuff for racing applications, so it's pretty awesome to see them expanding and upgrading. So in the box you get some washers, you get the hose mounting clamps for your brake lines, your brake line hoses. These just slide up and you can just tighten them up wherever you needed. And then these collars right here go on the front, and these allow you to adapt them for the Integras. And then I think without them, you can install them on the Civics. And then on the rears back here for the forks, how wide these are, depending on what model you have, some of them are smaller and some are wider. And so for the Civics that it is a little bit smaller, you'll just install these spacers, these washers on both sides. So on the Integra, this is the previous model they have, and you can hear it click when you adjust it. And these still are holding up very well. They also, these are the previous set of spanner wrenches versus their new style. So you can definitely tell a difference right there. Yeah, I'm very excited to put these on the car to see how they ride. I got a feeling these things are gonna be pretty stiff for some of these rough roads around here in South Carolina, but regardless, I really do want to try them out and see how they do. So I cannot wait to install them. And let's see what I put them on. I might put them on the Integra, I might put them on the Civic. I don't know yet. So I know you've already seen the Civic on the channel on some of the walk around videos. I've done some updates to it here recently. I'll post a newer video on that. And the Integra, we swapped the wheels from the Civic, and the GSR blades, we swapped those around. But this already has the original set of Maxpeedingrods with the adjustable coils, and so does the CRV that we have. They have them as well. No issues for over a year. Absolutely love the way that they ride. They're not too bouncy. They ride good. They handle great. These new coilovers, they're going to be very stiff, so they're going to handle a lot better, but they're also going to ride a lot harder. And we're going to be putting those on this in the next video. So if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and stay tuned for the install.